Well, we have Steve here with us, and Steve, welcome. I wanted to get to know a little bit more of your experience with hiring through Romy. But first of all, I'd love for you to introduce yourself, where you work, and how many years you've been in this industry.
I'm Steve Moore. I'm an IT director for Crosslin Technologies in Nashville, Tennessee. We're an MSP and, and managed services provider. And I've been in IT industry for about 34 years. Uh, Started a long time ago. Worked in corporate environments, retail environments, and now outsourced IT. And I've been doing outsourced IT in the MSP world uh, for about 13 years now.
Thank you for being here. But first question I wanted to ask is, what originally made you or Crosslin Technologies decide to explore hiring remote talent from Latin America? And what were your initial expectations?
Number one is the speed of which we can spin somebody up to start working and helping us. We had an event that happened to our company in January where a lot of our servers and PCs were down. We didn't have enough staff to handle that, what we call a surge of tickets, a surge of work, a surge of emergencies. And so that's where the idea was born, to bring in talent that was already pre-trained, and Romy provided that ability to give us somebody that already knew our tools and could be spun up very quickly to help us out versus needing weeks and months of training before we can actually have them start helping us. We were able to spin up our new hires in Latin America within a week or so. So it was very quick, and they were professional. They knew what they were doing and eager to help. And we immediately started seeing the benefits of their help once they got, once we'd given them our training, and they were I guess that's the main reason, the speed and then the quality of the employee.
Awesome. Great. And how has each of your team members, so you have a tier one, a tier two engineer, and then you have a bookkeeping and services coordinator, impacted your operations and efficiency?
It has increased our response time to our clients. I mean, reduced our response time to our clients, which is a good thing. In other words, they get their service ticket solved quicker or worked on quicker.
Yeah.
Um, the With the level one and the level two technician that we have, with the level two technician, that person allows us to work on projects. So it has reduced the time that we can complete projects, which was an issue before. So that helped us a lot. I would say, I mean, our ticket response time probably increased or decreased 20%. I would say 25%.
Okay.
Project completion is increased probably 20%.
That's great.
And then the billing coordinator, this person was hired to replace a billing coordinator that left our company. But we restructured the position a little bit because that other billing coordinator had some other jobs that they did that this new one doesn't do. But we needed somebody focused, that is not sidetracked from other things, which is what
Mhm.
exactly our billing coordinator does. So she doesn't get distracted, and she's super highly focused and super talented. She's done billing and accounts receivable work before, and so she plugged right in. Very smart, very intelligent, very quick to learn, and super great attitude. So we're very happy with that. And in that sense, that's been an improvement in our billing side. Uh, she's still fairly new and learning, but she's working on her own without me helping her
Oh, that's
mostly.
interesting.
So that's really great. And then we'll meet, probably we probably talk on a daily basis, but um, when she has a question that needs to learn something, then she's really great writing SOPs, so she can remember how to do something that I show her. So it's great.
That's great. Self-sufficient and proactive.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
exactly. Yeah, that's what we like.
Yeah, great. And now, have there been any unexpected benefits or pleasant surprises in working with Romy Associates? with your Romy associates?
Yes. Well, with all three of them, uh, we weren't sure because we've never worked with a nearshore candidate, nearshore employee before. I will say that we don't treat them any differently. They are a part of us. They're a part of our team. We don't think of them any differently. Because we're all working remotely out of our homes, and so are they. And so they're just doing what we do. So they're the same as us as far as working for our company, uh, which is great. And so we sign work. We even joke around with them, as far as team fit, and we have some, we have fun conversations at meetings, and the
The
unexpected
culture.
was how
Hmm.
well they fit with our team. We weren't sure because we weren't sure if
Hmm.
there was going to be a language barrier, to be honest. And there is no language barrier at all. I mean, I know they speak other languages that we don't speak, but they speak. They're great. I wouldn't be afraid to put them in front of and talking on the phone with any client or on a meeting or a video call. So I have no worries. But we did have a little worry, to be honest, about that. And I'm
Of
sure you
course.
get that all the time, just
Yes.
because, of Latin America. And we weren't, you're not sure when you're hiring somebody from a different country how they're
Hmm.
going to present for your U.S. clients. And but that was a pleasant surprise that worry completely went away when we got to know them. They're
Yeah,
great.
no, for sure. I've seen a lot of people are iffy about it, but a lot of companies are iffy about it at first. But once they get in and start working together, they realize there's really not much difference, just like you mentioned, the
Yeah.
culture fit. We also make sure, that they're culturally aligned with your company,
And,
so
and
everything
we're learning
works.
about their culture. We ask because sometimes we ask them questions about what's going on with them, and share some things off off topic of work discussion. Sometimes is
Of
just
course.
to kind of it helps to get to know somebody. We get to know them. They get to know us as well in a similar manner. Um, like my singing, I tell them about my singing and stuff. They
Hmm.
really like that, and I've shared those uh,
Of course.
that with them as well.
And that's great. Yeah, you get to know them on a personal level. That's super important as well. And then last question. Now that your team has grown from, well, you started with one tier one engineer to three remote professionals, how do you see this model playing a role in the future of Crosslin Technologies?
Yeah, we would absolutely consider Romy to fill any new position that we have that can be remote, full 100% remote, because obviously that's the limitation. Uh,
Of course.
uh, because we're not going to fly them in to work on things all the time. One caveat, we're thinking about flying Ruben to the U.S. For some training, but that
Oh,
hasn't come to
yeah.
fruition yet.
Yeah, that's awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
And then what would you say, Steve, with your experience for these past couple of months, to any business that is still a bit hesitant on hiring people from Latin America, what advice would you give them?
I would say just have an open mind. The interview process is what is really clears all those unknowns out for it clears it out for us. We meet them, we immediately have an instant rapport and connection with them. That's when we know that we like to try them out to come work for our company. So that interview process is super important. Uh, but also we trust your company, Romy, to vet who would be a good fit for us, and you guys have done a great job at that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Steve, for this time. And well, we hope to continue helping your team out. And we're happy that everything's going well.
Awesome.